Okay, so I got some intel recently from a good friend of mine from out in Canada, and she sent me this video, right? And it was of media being caught out there lying, pretty much. So what happened was there was this video being taken of a woman. I believe she was a CEO of a hospital. If I paraphrase a bit, bear with me, y'all, but I'm telling you exactly, pretty much as accurate as I possibly can. So in this video, this woman is reporting that there is massive lines, or an influx of people coming into the hospital to be seen for the coronavirus. So come to find out, she was CEO of the hospital. Now, I think it may have been a day later, or maybe even the same day, they came and they surveyed the hospital, and there were no lines. There were no massive reports of the coronavirus, and in fact, the hospital was damn near empty. So this was broadcasted. Her initial report was broadcasted on mainstream news. So the consequence from that, I believe, is that a lot of people started donating to hospitals, or whoever started making these reports about hospitals, people were donating to them, and it's been also alleged that tax dollars of the U.S. citizens are going to these hospitals as well to build all of these tents and external fucking sectors of hospitals to, combat or adhere to all of these influx of reports. And what it did was it started a wave of people taking reporting into their own hands with their mobile phones, driving out to hospitals in their vicinities to find out if this was true or not, if there's really an influx or overflow of people at hospitals or not. And a slew of videos started coming into this woman about how, it's just not true. Like, in fact, the hospitals are actually empty. The new tents that have been built up and everything, they're empty. And some of them even got signs out in the front that says, massive coronavirus drill going on here. And it's fucking empty, right? So, all right, I'd say first, the same way that this woman said, that be sure that you have counter video, meaning if you see a report on a specific hospital in a specific region that reports that there's an influx, and you go to that specific location and you report that it's not, you can prove that it's not, then it's cool to actually send in videos or post videos and, post both videos so you have a validated argument and proof of the lie. If not, it can get topsy turvy, however you say it, because people will want to see. Scientists are going to want to see both sides. You know what I'm saying? So just put it that way. You don't want to become, if you take on that type of thing, you don't want to become the same thing that the media is. Putting half stories out or putting their side of the story out. You don't want to do that. So I just advise that rather quickly. Now, what I want to say now, and pin this to astrology, because I was asked, do I think this is bullshit, or what do I think about this, especially since I'm so close to what's going on. And I got this to say, right? I think it is the best time for a couple of things to happen. One, for media to turn this into a series, like a Amazon Prime series, a Netflix series, like that. They do it repeatedly now. If you watch the pattern, any crisis that happens in the U.S., the news turns it into a mini-series. And this goes for political campaigns as well. Like, everything is just blown out of proportion. So there's a good time for them to get ratings, but peep this, y'all. The ratings depend on us. So when I say I don't watch news, like, I'm not showing off, I'm not trying to be different and shit. I'm just telling you, I don't watch news because I've been caught on to the shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a movie. I'm always bringing up movies, right? But the shit helps. There's a movie. I forget the name of it, but you can't, if you like search it in Google, like, the shit gotta pop up if you put the right keywords in. Like, it's a movie about the media, and this guy, he gets a camera and he just jumps into being a media guy after he like catches a body and shit. He kills someone and he just decides he wants to be a fucking media guy, right? But he's that ambitious. He go and he gets a camera and he just becomes a media man, and he gets hired by a mainstream news station and everything. And there's this scene where It's damn near turned into a sex scene. The two of them, the CEO of the news station, which is a woman, and the guy who's the reporter now, they get so excited when he brings her a story that is about this like triple homicide out in the hills some fucking where some Caucasians live, and she made it clear like, I want the stories that where minorities are robbing Caucasians in affluent neighborhoods, like, and then they like damn near made love after this was being stated. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what I mean about this is a perfect time to grab the attention and even create satire out of something that is put on some real shit. Some people are dying, right? So part of this is fucking real. So on the other hand, it's being spoken about to where it can amplify fear. Like it's fear mongering, right? But again, I don't want to digress. The viewers, it's up to you, because they wouldn't be able to do this shit without viewership. You understand what I'm saying? Which is going to lead into what else I have to say. Now, this is also a good time for companies to grab money of people who are compassionate and love to help others. All right, they don't give a fuck about duping you or taking you on a ride for your money. Red Cross, every fucking body included. I said it. I don't give a fuck. This shit has been happening repeatedly as well. You swear up and down that they're going to do something with your money. They're allowed to keep 90% of everything they take in. Non-profit organizations is really what I'm talking about. I don't like non-profit organizations. If you are one and you do great things and you are responsible, kudos to you. But me personally, I'd rather deal with for-profit organizations, because at least they're upfront about their shit. They're telling you they're in it to make money. Not I'm subtly making tons of money off of exploiting people and them being nice and shit. So great time for them, right? Because apart from any tax dollars being allocated to this rescue mission, if you will, there are people coming out of their pockets without being taxed, saying, hey, yeah, send my money, please help the people, build more room in the hospitals, build more wings, pay for more supplies and masks. And then you got the employees at the hospitals hoarding the masks, taking them home and selling them on the black market and shit. Like, this is why I don't fucking like charity type non-profit organization shit. But see, I'm getting into it now. I'm getting passionate, but fuck, I just don't like that shit. But okay. Enough of what my personal preference is, right? Let's get to the study at hand, because even myself has to be held accountable for the news I report, which is mainly why I like to report from peer-reviewed scholastic literature and or astrology. Astrology is my forecast. That's my news report. So that's what I'm giving to you right now, what I think about it, because I'm going to keep it official. I've been home a lot now. I haven't been out on the street and roaming around and stuff like that. I told y'all, like after my friend sent me that message, I really toned it down a lot. And I'm just like, all right, let me just be cool, attend to my immediate business and stay home, take care of myself, pamper myself and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking rub lotion on my toes and shit. So I've been doing that. But to look at the universe, right? This is a snapshot. Look at this as a snapshot. I think I call this more of a drill. So the same way that sign was out there and it said this is a drill for coronavirus, da da da. I look at this as a drill, and you snapshot this in the universe, you'll see that the North Node is in Cancer and the South Node is in Capricorn. I kind of went over this before. Capricorn is business, buildings, the actual business, right? The operation of business. And it's been brought to a screeching halt. Hospitals included. So this is something to look at, because the North Node is at home. So when people say self-quarantine at home, this is the snapshot. This is the moment in time for you to make a decision. What's more important? Is it home or is it going to work? Right? And some people will argue, well, I got to make money, so I'm going to work. Others will argue, oh, I'm not important. I'm not an essential. I'm a non-essential, so I'm staying home. Government better have my checks, X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of things that can be debated, but with the North Node being in home, it is what it is. Look at home. Go home, y'all. Be home. You know what I'm saying? And prepare for the war. That war is the media war. So this thing that happened with these videos and more of these reports that are coming from individual people is a sign of Saturn entering the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius rules over astrology. Aquarius also rules over networks. Aquarius also rules over the internet. So groups and networks are forming out of individuals, right? Because Aquarius also rules over independence. So despite what the mass media puts out to us, which is a conglomerate of about 3 to 4 companies, I believe, which is pretty much orchestrated and structured. This has been proven already, so it's not like I'm fucking revealing their fucking secrets. Yeah, it's under fire now. So this even more goes into the South Node being at Capricorn, because it means the outing of something. It means the ending of something, the revealing of something. Like, let it go, y'all, because it's over. It's fucking over. And if you don't think it's over, once the North Node reaches Gemini, you're going to see more individuals, like maybe even myself, become more profound in the media, in the media industry. All right, because Gemini rules over media. Gemini rules over communication, the consolidation of ideas, connecting thoughts together. So it's going to be on come May, y'all. You're going to see more of these reports popping up, but not like before, getting shut down, getting flagged, getting reported, and this and that. They're like, no, there's going to be a breakthrough, because now you're going to be getting them in your inboxes, because people are hip to this shit now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this company doesn't like me. They flag me. They take my stuff down. They do whatever. All right, I'm sending it to my inbox, to my peoples. I'm sending it to their messages, to their phones, instead of using social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are getting smarter, and the more that you can prove, those are going to be the media outlets that are going to be gaining the trust. And you can see that. I know it sounds like, oh, but nothing will ever change. You know that certain things about business won't change, but the mechanics, you bet your ass is going to change. The only thing, and listen, the threat, and I've mentioned this before, the threat is the internet to major like cable networks and major television, because it cuts into their slice of the pie. People are on their phones more than they're on a lot of TV shows, depending on who you are, right? And if that's the case, what are they doing to transition? They're turning their stations into apps, so people can download them in their phones and watch them from their phones. But it comes down to this, y'all. Ask yourself this. Like, I'm not claiming it for you. What's more entertaining? Looking at your phone, looking at even some of your friends who share videos and memes on Facebook, or is it your HBO subscription or your Starz subscription or whatever it is? You know, I don't, like I said, I don't watch TV. I know what I look at. You know what I'm saying? And I know what's more entertaining to me. If I want to watch movies, I just do Amazon Prime, for instance. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. That's my personal preference. But I'll be damned if I like go get cable. Like, what the fuck? 140 channels of 2 million people coming into my home for over $100 every month, and I'm busy doing other shit the whole entire time. I might be watching a flick for like 2 hours every other day. You get what I'm saying? So this is a snapshot to prepare for that war, to prepare for an influx of media outlets, or media being distributed in a fashion that reveals the signs of the times, not this orchestrated stuff that makes you depressed, because like they said in the movie, they want the stories that pertain to minorities robbing affluent Caucasians in rich neighborhoods. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, the media, y'all. Guess what? The media. Not all media. A lot of us don't even care about shit like that. We don't want to know about shit like that. Let the fucking Lord do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So media has turned the Lord's job into reporting on things that we should be fucking knowing about. So I also will leave y'all with this. And I was one who would stray away from politics a lot. But you got to I might even start getting into politics. You got to hold your local politicians accountable, because they're the ones who are going to help or stop the siphoning of those funds reaching these institutions who don't even fucking need it, right? And it might be also a cover up for these institutions not even making money. So I might even have to do another video on this to update it. But remember that Saturn is also although it rules over buildings, build organizations and stuff. Well, not organizations, but business, and it also was the planet of delay. So bear with me if I seem to take a little bit of time. But with Saturn there, holding these people accountable for some of these businesses may be going out of business. So that's what I'm gonna touch on.